Dear viewers, our first guest tonight is Engineer Tarek Abdelwahab, who is a long-time resident in Kuwait specializing in construction. We'll meet today one of the most excelled engineers in big construction projects. Tell us more about the nature of his work. Good evening, Engineer Tarek.
Good evening. How are you? And it's a pleasure to be here tonight.
Great, thank you. It's our pleasure to have you with us, and we're very excited to know more about yourself and what you do. So can you start off by introducing yourself to the viewers of Second Home?
Okay, sure. My name is Tarek Abdelwahab. I come from Egypt. I was born in Alexandria, the bride of Mediterranean Sea. I was graduated from the university in 1991. From Alexandria University School of Engineering, and then I came to Kuwait in 1993. Since then, I took it step by step. I came to the same company that I now work in. I took it step by step by gradually, being promoted from a site engineer to then a project engineer. And then in 2001, I became the general manager of the company. And then at 2005, I became the CEO and partner, together with my partner, Engineer Mohammed Al-Khaldi, and our Kuwaiti partner, where together we form a lovely and amazing teamwork with each other. My company was founded in 1959, so it's one of the oldest construction companies in Kuwait. Since then, we have taken the administration of the company. We have upgraded our company till it is considered as one of the well-known companies in Kuwait in construction field, with its excellent reputation and high quality work.
Of course. So as you said, I think that hard work really does pay off, and we're proud of the place you are at now. So what is the importance of your work and what is its nature?
Yeah. Actually, we work in the construction and maintenance projects in several sectors in Kuwait. And as I am a businessman here in Kuwait, and after being for 27 years in Kuwait, I felt that there is my responsibility to share a part in the development of this lovely country. Actually, we have worked with many ministries in Kuwait, like Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Defense, Kuwait Oil Company, Kuwait National Guard, Civil Aviation Authority, Kuwait Airways, University of Kuwait, Ministry of Education, and many other different places. So we work with various sectors in Kuwait. We have executed many projects, some of which I consider to be a landmark in Kuwait. For example, in 2015, we have executed a project. I think it is a lovely one, which was related to Kuwait International Airport. As you know, by this time, there was only one terminal to carry out all these passengers going and coming to Kuwait. And it was a small terminal to occupy all the number that has been increasing each year. So we had the responsibility for doing a challenging project, which first of all, we had to expand the terminal into 6 new gates, 3 at the north and 3 at the south part of the airport. Of course, everyone who lives in Kuwait knows gates B1, B2, B3, and 27, 28, 29.
Of course.
So we have constructed these gates, and then we had to infuse the old terminal and these new gates into one single shape of an aeroplane. I consider this project to be very challenging because, as you know, Kuwait International Airport is a very busy airport, so we had to work from the outside. Working from outside, putting our scaffoldings, putting our materials together with parking aeroplanes, aeroplanes going to park, aeroplanes are taxiing, you know. Yes. So I found this was very challenging, and after 3 years, nearly 3 years, we have executed this project, and I think it is a lovely one. So I consider this was the most challenging project I've worked with. Also, we have executed lots of other maintenance projects with different sectors in Kuwait. Together, also one of the other things that I considered as a landmark is the Kuwait Water Towers. Yes. We had the honor of the maintenance and painting of Kuwait Water Towers. You know, the Kuwait Towers, they are not only the 2 towers that are on the seaside, also there are other towers having, you know, the mushroom shape, which is scattered through all places in Kuwait.
That's right.
We had the honor of maintenance and painting these towers, which I think it is another landmark in Kuwait.
Yes, of course. These towers are part of our culture, we can say, and we've been used to seeing them for years and years. Good luck, of course, on all the upcoming projects. And now moving on to another subject. So infrastructure is the basis of any urban civilization. How is that? Can you please explain to us?
Yeah. First, let me define precisely what is infrastructure, because some people don't know what is the meaning of infrastructure. Infrastructure, I'm going to start from under the ground until we reach up the ground. Under the ground, we have water pipelines, electrical cables, internet cables, telephone cables, firefighting pipes, sewer pipelines, and over the ground, we have roads, highways, bridges, tunnels, and landscapes. So, as you see, infrastructure is considered essential for expanding any civilization, because you cannot build any cities or do any community gathering without doing the right infrastructure.
Of course.
So I feel that infrastructure is the core of any urban civilization.
Which makes sense. We cannot live without all these little things that we're used to in our lives now. So New Kuwait needs a new visionary constructors. Where do you see yourself in that, and how true is that statement?
Yeah. My vision to New Kuwait can be executed by constructors playing a big role through transferring Kuwait from my vision to be a touristic attractive destination. You might ask me why this. I tell you, we have the motivations there. We have places like, let me say, like Failaka Island. This is a place we can transfer this lovely place into a fantastic touristic destination by constructing amusement parks, hotels, restaurants, even an airport can be built there.
Yes.
So depending on don't forget that we have a lovely weather and warm weather in Kuwait 6 months a year.
That's right.
From November till the end of April, where other countries, they might be in need to have a lovely and warm weather. So I think this would be one of the things. The other thing in my vision to New Kuwait is we have large areas that we can develop into new cities. You know, there's been a big load on the major cities in Kuwait, and it's been so crowded. So if you develop the other areas by making, from my vision, making a compound of a community of compounds, with lots of facilities and lots of green areas. I think this would attract a large scale of citizens to abandon the crowded places, and they can go to a much quieter and modern places.
Yes, they'll have newer places, of course, to enjoy with their families. So we are in the midst of a pandemic. How did this pandemic affect your work and your labors, and how did you manage that?
Yeah. I tried to make charity and public work a part of my daily routine. And as I indeed saw, many people have suffered from this pandemic. And as I'm one of the founder members of FEBIC, Forum for Egyptian Businessmen in Kuwait, together with many other members of Egyptian community, we have contributed in Takatuf initiation, which has taken place under the umbrella of the Egyptian embassy, together with the great support of His Excellency, Ambassador Tarek Abdelwahab, the Egyptian ambassador, who was really, really the backbone of this initiation. With Takatuf, we have helped over 18,000 people with different food supplies. We have also helped more than 110 people who needed tickets, airline tickets, to get back to their home. We also helped many other people with different things, like helping with the rent and some medical supplies. So I think that we had this duty to help many of the people who have suffered dramatically from this pandemic by losing their work, and also the result of the impact of the long curfew that took place during the last period of time.
What you did for everyone in Kuwait is amazing, and we would like to thank you for that. Right before we wrap up this interview, after your long stay in Kuwait, how do you see it?
Yeah. After being in Kuwait for more than 27 years, making lots of bonds and friendship, I consider Kuwait to be my second home country. And also, being an Egyptian, I must say that throughout all history, there has been a very strong bond between Kuwait and Egypt. I think that this bond is an unbreakable bond. And I also think that everyone must be an ambassador to his country by showing the best qualities of human nature.
Of course. Well, I would like to thank you so much for being with us today, Engineer Tarek.
Thank you very much. If you please, at the end, I would like to thank you and thank Kuwait TV and your program for this opportunity. It has been an honor for me to be here with you all and your viewers tonight, and would like to say to everyone, especially youth, who have a dream. Based on my life experience, I would like to tell you, please do not stop dreaming, because dreams can come true by diligence, insistence, and hard work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was our pleasure, and thanks for all the information you gave our viewers today. We had with us the engineer Tarek Abdelwahab